simple sentence. If you knew your shit, Aizen is the main bad guy, and Bleach is fucking a good story. The creator of Bleach, it's a sad part because he had a lot of success, but he never wanted that success. He never wanted that success. He never wanted that. He never wanted that. He said, "Yo, I was expecting to be big, but not that big," and the creator of Bleach wanted to end the manga because he said, "Yo, the classic story of an artist who does multiple projects and only gets left for one project. It's like, I did other thing. I don't want to spend my life doing the same thing over and over again." So, so if you guys remember correctly, at the beginning of the story, I said that Ichigo had no power. To save his family, he got some power. To beat Aizen, what he has to do is he has a special skill where he has to sacrifice all his power, so he basically becomes human again. And he finally defeats Aizen. And what is amazing about this ending is like, yo, I started without power, I finished without power, but at least I was a hero, and at least I did something good, right? This is a message for my message for my nerds out there, for the real nerds, the real nerds. The writer of Bleach admitted in an interview that he took the story from Zelda. So if you guys know Zelda, you probably know Ocarina of Time. And if you know the story of Ocarina of Time, it's a story about a kid who goes on a journey to defeat a bad guy. The only way to seal the bad guy is to seal the sword. The sword is the sword he used to kill. The problem is, when he picked up the sword, he got shown into a second place, and he was like, "Yo, I need to protect you because I need to train you, and if I can train you, then you're gonna have a chance against the bad guy." So all of this to say, at the very end, he's like, "Yo, Link," which is the main character, also Link Inc. Just a side note, but he's like, "Yo, wait a sec." Good. He's like, "Yo, I need you to put the sword back to go back in time." So yeah, Link saved the world, and nobody will ever remember it. Nobody will ever like be grateful for that. And it's the same story as Bleach, and that's why the writer of Bleach wanted to end with that. So the fact that it ended on the Arrancar, that was super cool. Was really cool. So what happened was, the studio was like, "Yo, there's a lot of people that are watching Boruto," and I think at the very end, Ichigo as a kid, and Ichigo kid is kind of like a he's kind of like a Soul Reaper, right? So it's like, he's like, "Oh, bro, we want to finish the oh, what should I use? No, okay, this one. What should I do? Like, there's space for the big tree to come back. If you guys know, Naruto came back with Boruto, and One Piece is still going. So the only one of the big tree that is really ending is Bleach. So they can continue with the story of the son of Ichigo, and for that, we need to have the final arc. Because although the writer wanted to finish the arc, his studio, they had a contract with him, and they were like, "No, you're gonna finish when we're gonna say we're gonna finish. You're not it's not your decision. You have a contract with us, you're gonna finish your contract," which is super normal. Like, if you have a contract with somebody, you have to honor your contract. This is part of being a man, right? So he wrote another arc, and that arc is the 1,000-Year War. Something they released. The only reason why they released 1,000-Year War, because it's in that time that Ichigo and Inu finally kiss, finally make out, finally have sex, and have their son, which is basically the biggest project ever. The problem is, there's a small problem with that. There's a really kind of a small problem, but it's in a lot of ways. Boruto. So this is the crazy part, right? So if you guys know Naruto, he has a son called Boruto. The end of Boruto ended with chapter 700. The actual manga ended with chapter 700, and what happened was, like, the writer took a month off, and then he started writing Boruto. If you go into the Boruto anime, when it was launched, there was 20 chapters. Now they want to launch the story of the son of Ichigo, but there's no chapters, there's no source. So it's constantly going to be written, and that's when it's written. It's not a bad problem, but you have to understand that the people that are writing One Piece, the people that are writing Naruto, they're not the same people that are animating this said show. That why it takes a lot of work. Like you're not gonna be able to push a, you're not gonna be able to push a story. You're not gonna be able to push a episode per week if you have to animate, you have to create the story. It's too hard, bro. It's too hard. Well, I take an example. Take Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer was started the anime when the manga has been done for years. Demon Slayer, and they're not they waited for the manga to be done before they said, you know what, we're gonna do a show about that. It's worth doing a show. You know what I mean? So it's complicated because, bro, and oh, dude, I'm gonna go for a reach for that.